African music has always been an expression. For me, it's always been who I am because I think of myself that way, and I don't try to be like, oh, I'm going to play African music or I'm going to incorporate African rhythms. I am that. I am that rhythm. I express it. I express it through my ancestors. I express it through my music expression, the way I dress, my food, the way I talk to people every day. That's who I am.
What would it mean for you and Haiti to be a full member of the African Union?
It would be the greatest honor. Of course, Africa is our home. It would be coming back home, and it would mean the world to us.
Out of the 7 aspirations of Agenda 2063, aspiration number 5 dreams of an African continent with a strong cultural identity, common heritage, shared values, and ethics. It seeks to promote Pan Africanism and entrench a consciousness of African people and their diaspora. Today, the African Passport Show seeks to demonstrate that our arts have a role to play in this regard. I'm your host, Godfrey Mr. G. Madanire. On the stage, enjoying the spotlight, is a talented, award-winning artist born in the African diaspora, Haiti, but lives in New York, USA. Welcome to the show, Paul Beaubrun.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Godfrey. I'm very happy to be here with you and with all of you watching. I wish you're blessed and you're home with your family. Thank you for having me.
Great stuff. Now, Paul, I know you have an amazing career. You have won a lot of awards on the way, but it would be unfair for us to start talking about your amazing journey without talking about where you got the inspiration. Obviously, I'm talking about your parents. Your
Hmm.
parents have a history of being nominated for a Grammy Award before.
Yes.
So I
Mhm.
think it runs in the family. How did your parents influence your career?
Yes, my parents, for people who don't know, I'm from Haiti. My parents, they have a band called Bookman Experience, and they were Grammy nominated. So growing up with them, it's like a school for me. It's like an institution, and that's where I learned how to be a professional. That's where I learned music, how to be on stage, how to be when I'm touring, all the little things that you don't see, that people don't see. But I had the chance to learn it from my parents, my cousins, my uncle, who were around that band at that time. In my house, there's always music. My dad is always like with a tape recorder walking around. My mom while she's cooking, singing. So there's always music at the house. So it's a house of inspiration, a house of love with music. I always say in my house, music is like water. We cannot live without it. We play it every day. It's an everyday journey, and we let music guide us.
Hmm, that's unbelievable. Now, for those who might not know, your music has an African feel to it.
Hmm.
Why did you feel the need to incorporate the African feel in your music?
Um, I think it's because we are Africans. It was a natural thing. That's who we are. When this is our expression, for example, in Haiti, we inherited, a lot of beautiful rhythms in from Africa. So to us Haitians, especially to me and my family, that's the way my family they raised us. They raised us as African descent. Of course, we have some other mixture from the Caribbean, but um, African music has always been an expression. For me, it's always been who I am because because I think of myself that way, And I don't try to be like, oh, I'm going to play African music or I'm going to incorporate African rhythms. I am that. I am that rhythm. I express it. I express it through my ancestors. I express it through my music expression, the way I dress, my food, the way I talk to people every day. That's who I am.
Now, talking about Haiti, in 2012, Haiti expressed an interest
Hmm.
when it comes to being upgraded from being asso- a, an observer to an associate member. Now, the African Union then said in 2013, okay, we'll look into it and we'll get you upgraded. But they turned around in 2016 and they said, well, Haiti is a very special country when it comes to their relationship with the African Union. But at this stage, we won't be admitting them as an associate member. They'll continue as an observer, which means they get to attend all these conferences, but still, they're not an associate member.
Okay.
Now, what would it mean for you and Haiti to be a full member of the African Union?
It would be the greatest honor. Of course, Africa is our home. It would be coming back home, and it would mean the world to us. It would mean a lot. It would be like a lot of reminders for us, and it would be a lot of exchange from what Haiti can give, and then from what Africa, the whole continent, like it's amazing. The whole continent can bring to us. So it would mean a lot to us Haitians, specifically the young ones, who needs to know a lot about history, who needs to know a lot about the whole continent of Africa, some of the histories, what ties us with um, with Africa, and the same for African too. Who needs? I'm sure some of the young people too there, or some of the people that would need to know. They have their trace all over the Caribbean and specifically Haiti. So that would mean a lot to us. It would be an honor, obviously, and it would mean that we come back home. We are home.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
East, west, or north, home
East,
will
west,
always be the best.
yes.
Now, talking about coming back home, coming back to Africa, do you have any plans to collaborate with African musicians in the future? And why would you consider something like that?
Yes, I've always had that plan in my head. I've always not even that. I always wanted to go to the whole continent and travel and and learn more and see more and talk to my brothers and my sisters there and learn from them, get the wisdom, understand, where I come from. And to me, it's very deep for me. When I talk about Africa, the whole continent, or when I every time I talk about it, to me, it's a very personal, deep journey for me because I know that's where majority of my ancestors they come from. So it's very important for me to go there and learn and get the wisdom, understanding certain things that probably in Haiti I would never understand. And to me, it's very important. And the artists, I've always loved so many artists from Angelique Joe, Baba Mal, Fela Kuti, so many, um, the new ones too, the new generation. So Salif Keita, so many. I have so many amazing musicians that I would love to collaborate with, and just to talk, also just to connect. Like
Mm.
the same way we're doing right now with you. To me, it's a huge honor that I'm able to talk to you right now. You know, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. That's very moving, and I can assure you that we have artists in Nigeria, in Uganda, in Egypt, in the
Yes.
Gambia, in South Africa, Zimbabwe. They are watching the show, and they will definitely get in touch with you. And let us have a collaboration that came up as a result of you being part of the African Passport Show.
Wow, that
But
would be amazing. Man,
oh
I'm
yes.
please, please. Yes.
It will definitely happen. And
Yes.
let us try and justify that. One of your songs that I like is Legba Blues. I'm sure
Hmm.
you can give us, a bit of that so that those artists out there, they can start considering.
Yes. The song Lake by Blues, the reason why Godfrey I choose it for this show is because the blues as we know it, we all know when you trace it, it comes from Africa, you know.
Mm,
That's very important for people to know, to understand
mm,
that all the Western, the big Western style of music that you hear right now, from blues, rock and roll, jazz, funk, all of it, all of it comes from Africa. Without us going to America and bringing the culture and all of it, all this type of music wouldn't happen. So that's very
mm,
important to understand that. So that's why I chose the Lake Bar Blues to sing here, um,
mm.
to honor that.
Thank you.
Lake Babo, ou fe baye sap mwen, yo di ke, mson danje pou la sosyete. Lake Babo, ou fe baye sap mwen, yo pa vle wè mwen nan bouk la. Pase chak fwa ke mwen problem, pa gen moun ki edem. Papa loko, sonne a son sa pou mwen, il est pou mwen. Metem jam, papa loko, sonne a son sa pou mwen. Yo pa vle wè mwen la bouk la. Pase chak fwa ke mwen problem, pa gen moun ki edem. Papa babon, netwaye la kousa pou nou, il est pou nou, organize nou. Papa babon, netwaye la kousa pou nou. Yo pa vle wè mwen la bouk la. Pase chak fwa ke mwen problem, mwen pa gen moun ki edem. Hey.
Wow. Today on the African Passport Show, we are showing off. Thank you so much. That's
Thank
a
you, thank
beauty.
you, thank you.
Now, looking at musicians and artists like you, what do you think is your role when it comes to us as a continent working towards a better Africa?
I think my role would be to spread awareness, from from the false narrative about Africa. There's always that one narrative. They do that to Haiti too. It's either being poor, or it's either being corrupt. So they do that to Haiti too. So I understand that narrative constantly. It's like the same one, and
Mm.
I think my what I'm doing for when I talk about the whole African continent, I always talk about the beauty, the culture. I always talk about a different dimension of it, the spirituality in it, and I always, I know my role is to spread that, is to show a different side and to change that narrative. And of course, I'm only one artist, but every artist around me, that's what we are doing. That's what we're constantly doing. For for our mother. We have to protect it at all costs and change that narrative. That's always the same narrative, being this, being that, being poor, or you know um corrupt. It's always the same thing, which I understand. um why they always project it that way. But for me, as an African descent, it doesn't sit well with me, because I don't it's because it's not true. We have to
Mm.
start telling the facts of what's happening, and show many different sides of what's happening in a continent or a country. That's I think that's my role.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and I think that's very important. We need to start taking ownership of the narrative. We
Mm-hmm.
need to start being storytellers and
Yes.
not just being characters in a story. Do you
Yes.
think Africa is doing enough to involve those in the diaspora when it comes to the vision and aspirations of Agenda 2063?
That question is a hard question for me, because I don't know.
Mm.
You know, I
Yeah.
honestly don't know. Um, I The only thing that I know, that's the second time I'm talking to you. That
Mm.
means
Yes.
for some reason, Godfrey, you are spreading that awareness. Um, from us living all the way in the Caribbean, or African descent. I know you are doing that work. You are spreading that, and I don't know I cannot answer that question in general, because I really don't know. Yeah.
Yes. No, that's that's a very honest answer and a very honest opinion. While you might say you don't know how to answer that correctly and fully, there's something that I know you know, and
Okay.
that's and that's speaking through music. I'm sure I can give us one more, Paul.
Yes. Yes. Um, I wanted to say also, thinking about African artists, I work with Abib Kwate, from
Mm.
Mali, and we worked
Oh,
on an album together in Haiti. The album is being considered right now to be Grammy nominated. So there's a process. Um,
yes, yes.
but we are in consideration right now. But we'll see what happens. But I want
That's
everyone to,
wonderful.
yeah. So it would be great, it would be great for Habib. It would be great for me. It would be great for Haiti. It would be great for Africa. If that
Yes,
album gets
yes.
nominated. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for keeping us, up to date.
This song is a new song. I've sung it maybe once, but it's a
Hmm.
new song for you guys. The song
Ah,
called is Congo Man. You will see what it's about. It's in English,
eh,
so
oh yes.
I'm dedicating it to everyone who's watching. And Congo man walking down the street, Israelites down to his knees. Congo man walking down the street. Israelites down to his knees. Took him away from Africa. Came to America to sing the blues. Took him away from his home. To America to sing his song. Oh, Congo man, far from his land. Congo man walking down the street. He don't care what you see. Congo man walking down the street. Carry the chant of unity. Congo man calls out to Zion. Show me the heart of the lion. Ooh, Congo man, far from his land. Congo man, will you sing for me? Tell me about your life pedigree. Remind us of our ancestry. It is love, redemption, and peace. Oh, Congo man, far from his land. Oh, Congo man, away from his land. Na na yo, na na yo, na na yo, na na yo, na na yo. Congo, sing for me. Help me see. Teach me. Congo, sing for me. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I am not just mesmerized, I am also honored that you decided to share Congo Men for the very first time on the
Yes.
African Passport Show. That's beautiful. That's an honor. And
Thank
thank you
you.
very much, Paul Beaubrun, for doing that.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very, very happy to talk to you, Godfrey, always, and to everyone. That song means a lot to me because it to me it talks about, our journey here. And any, African people who don't understand, to us it's a journey, it's a whole journey. We're calling to Africa all the time, we're calling to our home, we want to go back, you know uh,
Mm,
all
mm,
the time. So it's our cry, to go back to our home, especially now, so it's a good
true.
time. Yes.
Thank you so much for that message. Very powerful and very, very touching. There's an
Yes.
African proverb which says, music speaks louder than words. Today we decided to speak through song. Malcolm X says, you can't hate the roots of a tree and not hate the tree. You can't hate Africa and not hate yourself. Paul helped us connect with our roots in a very sacred way. Let us treasure our culture, heritage, and identity. As Africans, we sing when we are happy, but we also sing when we are sad.
Yes.
Paul, thank you so much. It was
thank
an honor having you on this show.
Thank you so much, Godfrey. I appreciate you. I appreciate your whole team, your whole staff, everyone, who's doing a wonderful, amazing job to create that opportunity for us here, all the way in America or wherever we are, to connect with our African brothers and sisters. And please, I want to say, everyone, my new album also, Rassemblement, is out. Go check it out. You will see a lot of the similarities in our music. And I want to say a big thank you again, Godfrey. Appreciate you. Appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Take great care and keep flying the African flag high.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Awesome.
Noyé na pe noyé. Noyé na pe noyé. Noyé na pe noyé. Easily, it talks about mother nature, it talks about love, because we always need that. We need more of that, more understanding. We need more coming together in this world. Even though a lot of people say it, we say it every day, but I feel like we need to act more on it, act more to loving and understanding each other, and respect also. Sauver la vie chobio, sauver la vie timunyo, sauver la vie chobio, pramno, pramno.